Amanda here from Create Your Future. So guys, I have a great video. I'm answering a subscriber's question. So a subscriber asked about what creates your thoughts or your feelings. Okay, so we are going to talk about that today. Basically, Neville Goddard's book, Feeling is the Secret. Just before we do, for those that are new here, my name's Amanda. I'm a neurolinguistic programming practitioner, hypnotherapist, and a certified life coach. And me and my team of coaches here make videos to help you manifest your desires faster and quicker than you ever thought possible by using the law of assumption. So if you're into that and you're new here, definitely subscribe because we're constantly putting out videos to help you. We also have a free course, How to Identify Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. It's a great course. I created it. It's going to help you to build your mental diet and help you find where you may be slipping. I know sometimes, when I'm manifesting something, I start questioning why it hasn't happened. And questioning is a block. When you're questioning, you're not intending, you're not, affirming. So questioning is so important not to do. You can't question, like, I'm not talking about questioning what's a mental diet or what's SATs or any other question like that. It's like if you're manifesting Jerry or your SP and you start questioning what your SP thinks about you, that sort of questioning is a block. So that free course is going to help you, okay, to build your mental diet and that sort of thing. And guys, I'm not sure if this is for you, but I do have affirmation tracks out. One of them, it's a really popular seller. It is How to Be a Priority for your specific person. So that affirmation track is going to help you reprogram your mind really quickly. And it's going to be for anybody that their SP is not making them a priority, including, them hanging out with their friends or playing video games, or even, if there's a third party involved. If you want to be a priority in somebody's life, that affirmation track is going to be for you. Okay. And it pairs really well with my course, How to Create the Relationship You Love. That course is going to help you to recreate any relationship that you have. So they work really well together, and they're both on sale right now. So definitely check it out. And as well, guys, if you like success stories, definitely check out our Facebook group. We post a bunch of success stories there, and we encourage you to do the same, okay? So definitely check it out. Link is in the description for all of those things. And yeah, guys, you can comment under our videos. The social media team will send your question to the coach, and we will make videos out of them. Now, we do get a lot of requests, so if you do have something that you really want answered, then please sign up for coaching and talk to a coach directly, okay? So especially if you've got a lot of personal situation and you want a personalized action plan, then that's what coaching does. So when you sign up for coaching with any one of the coaches, and everyone is doing coaching like I would do it because they're following my coaching program, and they're going to help you find your blocks, identify what's stopping you, help you build a mental diet, give you some intentions and tools on how to get past those blocks, okay? And it's like swimming. I learned how to swim on my own, but you can also hire a coach and learn how to swim a lot quicker, okay? I did coaching for like 2 years of an intensive, everyone as you pushed out coaching for 2 years, every single week, and it changed my life. So I do believe in coaching and the power of coaching. And my coaching program that the coaches do in the sessions, they're amazing. And the beauty of it is you don't have to do a year worth of sessions. You can do 1, you can do 2, you can do 5. I mean, as many as you feel like you need to be held accountable and to help you start shifting your story, right? It's so important, when you are manifesting something, to put energy to it, okay? Because the more energy you put to it, the better it's going to be, especially when you have blocks and resistance. As you're putting energy and intentions and thought into this new reality, you automatically will dissolve those blocks, okay? So I think that's really important, okay? So let's dive into feeling is the secret. So which one creates, feelings or thoughts, okay? Well, your thoughts create your feelings, and I have proof, okay? I have proof. Now, your feelings are the secret to speeding up anything you want to manifest, okay? So you asked me, okay, well, look at, why is something I'm thinking about not manifesting? Because you haven't shifted your feeling about the situation, okay? So you need to change enough of your thoughts that you shift how you feel about the situation. Now, here's the proof. an example of how your thoughts create your emotions. Okay. So one day I was talking and driving down the road with somebody, and we wanted to go for lunch or dinner. I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, they start talking about how this restaurant, I mentioned this one restaurant, and they start talking about how this one restaurant always has such a long, lineup at this time of day, and that we're going to be sitting there for 45 minutes waiting to have dinner. And they were getting upset as they were thinking about this. And in fact, you know what? I was hungry, so I was getting upset as I was thinking about this being a possibility. Okay. So your thoughts create what you think. Like, for instance, another example. Okay. Let's say, somebody does something to you and you feel like they did it on purpose. That upsets you. The thought that you think they did it on purpose upsets you. Just the thought of it. You don't even have confirmation of it yet. Okay. So that proves that your thoughts create your emotions. Okay. For instance, if you're scared of something, I'm scared of heights. If I think about going somewhere high, it kind of scares me. Like right now, just thinking about it. Okay. So your thoughts create your emotions. For instance, okay. In the example of, thinking somebody did something on purpose. For example, when you decide, oh, okay, well, they tell you, oh, it was an accident, I didn't mean to do it, and you accept that as the truth, you're not mad anymore. Okay, right? Okay, so your thoughts create your emotions. Okay, and yes, pardon me, sorry. Feeling is the secret. Feeling is the secret to manifesting something. Okay. So you change enough of your thoughts and enough of the story to change your feeling about a situation, and then you're going to manifest something. So here's a good, example of that. You're manifesting a specific person. Okay. You think they don't want to be with you. You feel like they reject you. You feel like they never call you back. You feel like you're always the one chasing them. You feel like they're giving you breadcrumbs. So all of these things I'm saying, it gives you a feeling of rejection. That's the sum total of that story. It feels like rejection, right? So as you start changing parts of that story, okay, not just one part, okay, you're like, no, they go over and above for me, okay, they go out of their way. They go out of their way to make me feel accepted and that they want me. They always call me back immediately. Okay. And as you keep changing that story, okay, and you no longer hold that feeling of rejection and you start to feel neutral about the situation, boom, that's when you're going to start to manifest and see the changes. Okay. So you don't even need to feel completely good about it. You just need to feel neutral. So you need to change enough of the story to feel neutral about it. Okay. And everyone is you pushed out. Okay. So you got to build your belief in everyone is you pushed out. I think a lot of people fail at, that area, and they don't know how any of this is possible, because when you know and you truly believe and you feel in your core that everyone is you pushed out, it is so easy to forget the past. It is so easy to forget someone's past behavior because you know that you created it and it's empty and meaningless. It doesn't actually mean anything. Okay. So the name of the game here, right, is to create and the belief in yourself, to convince yourself to get yourself out of the way. Okay. So build your belief in everyone as you pushed out. How do you do that? You create a list. Okay. A list of people, say your coworker wearing a certain color shirt, somebody saying something specific, somebody always bringing you something. Like I intended that my mom always brings me vegetables, and she always brings me vegetables now, right? Somebody offering to buy you coffee, these sorts of things, right? And say things like, I intend to see how everyone is me pushed out. I intend to get proof that everyone is me pushed out every single day. Okay. So once you build your belief in your power and how this actually works, you got to have a short memory of the past. Okay. Okay. No, they didn't call me back yesterday, but that's okay. I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to start saying that they're going to call me every day, that they're going to make me feel like I'm in, that they want to be with me. Now, some of you guys are out there saying, well, Amanda, I don't know how it feels to be in a relationship. I've never been in one. Or I don't know how it feels to be in a loving relationship. I've never been in one. Well, it doesn't feel the same for everybody. You choose how it feels for you. So the best part of this is you can actually intend and affirm how you feel. Okay. So for instance, I would say, like, I feel satisfied, I feel wanted. I feel like they want to be with me. Everything that they do makes me feel like they want to be with me. Okay. So you choose, and you can call in how you feel. Okay, so we do it right now. We say, look, I'm happy and grateful, that I feel wanted by my SP, right? So start intending and creating that you feel wanted by them. Okay, and that'll also help whatever actions from them, because now they'll do things that you'll see as them wanting you, and you'll feel. So you say, everything my SP does makes me feel wanted. Everything my SP does makes me feel cared about. Okay. And then when you text them and they don't text you back, you have to say, no, they are going to text me back, because they always make me feel wanted. You got to maintain your story no matter what's going on in your 3D reality. Okay. Because look, this is like a blank slate. Okay. Everyone is you pushed out. Okay. So it's so funny when people say, well, they ghosted me. And it was like, well, when did you decide to create that? Because like you literally created it. Okay. So you text your SP. Okay. And anything's possible. There's a million possibilities right now. There's the possibility of them texting you back. There's the possibility of them ghosting you. Now, which one happens? Well, I don't know, whatever one you decide on. Okay. So then you wait 20 minutes and they don't text you back and you're like, that's it. They've ghosted me. Okay. Now they're going to ghost you. Okay. So you need to maintain, no, they're going to text me back. It hasn't happened yet. Nope, but it's going to. Okay. You got to maintain your story and have all your thoughts come from the end of being wanted, being accepted, being prioritized, being whatever you want to be in the relationship. Okay. So you don't even need to know how a relationship feels. You just need to know how you want to feel in a relationship. Okay. Here's a good example. Haven't you ever heard of anybody that's been unhappy in a marriage? Okay. Well, yes, you can be married and unhappy. You can be married and not be a priority. You can be married and feel miserable. So you choose how you feel in your relationship. There is no set way. It's up to everybody to decide and to create that for themselves. So if you haven't been in a relationship before, you just say, great, okay, well, if I am in a relationship, how do I want to feel? Well, I want to feel accepted. I want to feel satisfied. Okay, I intend to feel accepted and satisfied. When I'm in this relationship, I intend to feel accepted and satisfied now. So feeling is a secret is so incredibly important, because feelings is what, snaps the universe, your subconscious mind, into creating what you're seeing and hear out there. Okay. That's the medium. That's what, it wants, is that feeling. So it's so incredibly important for all of you guys that are feeling any resentment, anger towards an SP that you're trying to manifest back. You have to resolve those emotions. Okay. You have to get that back to neutral. Okay. You have to let go of those negative emotions, that negative story. You need to change enough of that story to be back into neutral. Okay. So one last question I'm going to answer is what do you feel about robotic affirmations? I absolutely love them. Okay. Sometimes I don't think people put enough energy towards stuff. They're like, well, I heard somebody say you just need to say it once. Yeah. If you have no resistance. But if you said it once and it's not showing up and you're questioning where it is and you're feeling rejected, you're going to need to start changing the story. Okay. So you can say things once and it'll show up, because everything you think and say has emotion attached to it automatically. So, I've had a whisper of a thought saying, oh, I don't know, like the veggie thing, like I was barely a thought. Okay. And like, is there any strong emotion towards it? Well, I mean, it was a kind of exciting. Yeah, that would be nice to have vegetables. It'd feel good. Okay. So it was a good feeling when I had that thought, because it was a good thought, a positive thought. So that was enough, that it was just a whisper of a thought. Now, has that happened with everything? Absolutely not. Okay. If you've got a lot of resentment towards your SP, one little whisper of a thought isn't going to be enough to change it. You need to shift that emotion over to neutral. Okay. Over to neutral. Okay. So this is all about a game of shifting your emotions and your story. Now, do you always have to be happy to manifest? No. But let me tell you, you will manifest whatever you're putting out. So if you're having a bad day, yeah, you're probably going to manifest more of a bad day. If you're annoyed, you're probably going to manifest more things that annoy you. You need to shift, if you want to manifest good things, to be in a good mood. If you want to manifest, bad things, be in a bad mood. My point is you're always manifesting. You can't turn it off. So yes, I believe in robotic affirmations. I think a robotic affirmations is a very good way to really change your story. Okay. Because you don't need to put much into it. You just need to think it. And you just need to think it enough where you convince yourself of the new story. Okay. So if you lie to yourself long enough, yes, you will convince yourself. You will start believing the new story. And that's really what you want to do. You want to let go of that old story, the old emotions, the negative emotions. Okay. And you want to create a new story, and you want to shift the way that you feel about the person, the situation, et cetera, et cetera. Revision is also a really good way to do that. You know, you can revise. Like, for instance, here's a really quick way to revise something. Okay. Like, let's say that, you know, somebody does something and it upsets you, and you think, oh, they did it on purpose. And then you talk to them and they're like, no, I didn't mean to. And you're like, oh, they didn't mean to. So now you've revised it from they did it on purpose to they didn't mean to, and you feel better about it. You're no longer angry at them because they didn't do it on purpose. Okay. So that's the power of revision. And I know all of you guys have had that happen. So you just happen to revise it with the person actually talking to you. Okay. That's just fine. But if you just revise things. So for instance, you know, somebody says something that, you know, hurts your feelings, you know, if you think, oh, well, they did it on purpose. Yeah, I'm going to be mad. But if you turn around and say, no, they didn't mean to, they didn't realize it would hurt my feelings. Boom. They're gonna say that. And that's how, what, you know, that's where they're going to be coming from. And you're going to feel better about it. So definitely revise things that you see. Okay. Anyways, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps us to share this message. And yeah, I intend that this video helps you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.